Everybody, welcome back. Totally unplanned video here. I was just streaming. Somebody asked me, when are you gonna do your Coulson video? And then someone else asked me, when are you gonna do your Coulson, milestone spreadsheet video? And I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Like, there's no point. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. And they kept talking about it and pushing it, not pushing it, but just saying, well, what about, and, looking at the math, and it just, this specific poster in the stream, Nathan just kept kind of talking about the math in it. And he must know how to get my brain to start working, because I started looking at it with them and just with the stream and did some math. And it's kind of crazy that, like, I think most players aren't going to unlock Coulson at all. So this all depends on how long this event is and if there's offers specific to shards. But yeah, so I want to go through that. This is not gonna, again, this is gonna be, I'm just trying to do a quick video. The spreadsheet I'm gonna show you is not one of my super elaborate ones, so I apologize, but it's got, I think, the data in there that you need. I'm gonna go through it. It's not formatted like I normally do it, but again, I just wanted this out there so people knew right away, because of how like tight this thing is to unlock him, what it might take. So anyway, having said that, let's get to the math. As always, $50. Go to the link in the description below. Don't do it in this video. Go to the link there and follow the instructions to enter the $50 contest, and we'll just leave it at that. So anyway.
Bring me WolverThor!
So first, before I get to the math, I want to start here, because we're going to come back here. Now, let's really get to the math. Okay, so this math. So I'm going to try to go through this generally quick, and again, apologize for the spreadsheet here and how it's set up, but milestones. So there's the high roller. These are different milestones, the amount of gold you have to spend, how many shards you get, obviously one. So you can just kind of see, for these different types of levels of gold, this is where you're at. So I'll get to the colors later, don't worry about that yet. And that's every 24 hours. Every 48 hours you've got the campaign, which is again, you've got different milestones you get more shards. So, and I think my math's right here, but I believe you get 888 oh no, I'm sorry, 1008 every day. If you do the 50 refreshes, you're perfectly efficient, and you get all your reclaims, which is essentially just one shard per. So, if you do maybe a couple hundreds, then maybe you could get 2 per event, which is essentially 1 per day. And that's what I've put here, is essentially this event gives you half per day, assuming that you're just doing it like normal. Then there's the World Warrior, which, this is an alliance milestone. This can vary amongst many alliances. So it's kind of like, what should you go for? What should you go for? You should yell at your alliance to figure out what to do here. My alliance that I'm in, we have some pretty hard blitzers, some semi-average blitzers, some lower key blitzers, but we normally are pretty good about hitting these milestones if we really want to. Last couple blitzes, we got the milestones at 149,000 points, or just over that. And they were pretty slow blitzes, so a lot of our heavy blitzers, me included, weren't really hitting. So, I'm thinking that, this milestone 16 is probably more than achievable. It's probably very reasonable to get. And even this, final one is probably with some pushing you could get. So it's like, okay. So, and again, I'll get to the colors in a second, but, you're talking about basically, if you're looking at this green one here, your mile 16, you're going to get 7 shards. That's, what that is there, which ultimately average, if it's over the course of a week, you're going to get 1 per day. If you're getting all of here, which is what the yellow is, that's, a total of 10 shards, which averages essentially to 1.43 per day. So, the shards you're getting per day with campaign and World Warrior is, if you're looking at the green, it's this half a day for the campaign and the 1 from the World Warrior. And so you're getting the 1.5, and then for the yellow, which is, maybe you're going a little bit harder for your alliance, you're getting 1.92 plus, or well, it's the 1.4 3 plus the 0.5, which is essentially, 1.9. Now, there was some debate on how long this events last. Originally, someone was like 20 days, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's 20 days. So what I'm doing here is the green stays the green. So if it's your alliance milestone 16, that's what this green section is. If you're finishing the alliance milestones all the way, that's what the yellow is. So it's like how hard you want to push your alliance. So if it's a 20-day event, so it's like, okay, so it's this divided or times 20. So that means you'll get 30 shards from just these two milestones. If it's if you're doing the full alliance milestones, getting every single one of them, you're getting essentially 8 more, which isn't a ton more. So it's like, okay, you still need either 150 or 141 shards over the course of basically high roller. So you need 7.5 or 7.07 per day shards. Essentially, you need 8 shards per day, regardless of what you do as an alliance. So understand that regardless of what you do as an alliance, as long as you hit milestone 16, you're going to need 8 shards per day. So it's like, okay, so let's go look at the gold here. If you're needing 8 per day, you're at milestone 14, which is 2.15 million gold per day. That's if it's a 20-day event. Again, 2.15 million per day. Now, I don't think it's a 20-day event. It's probably a 30-day event. Could even be longer, who knows? But in a 30-day event, so let's look at that. It's the same setup here. So you're talking about, this many shards per day times 30. So you're getting, this here times 30. You're talking about getting 45 per day from the campaign and the World Warrior. And if you're getting the full World Warrior, again, times 30, it's 1.9, you're getting essentially 57 per day. So it means you need, or for those two events, that means you need 135 shards if you're getting this 16 milestone as an alliance, or 122 shards if you're getting this one as an alliance, which essentially means you need, again, doesn't matter if you get 16th or 19th as far as the alliance milestones, as long as you're hitting 16, this is where you're at. You're going to need 5 shards per day for the gold milestone high roller, which means if you're here, that's 5. That's 1.25 million gold per day to be able to get Coulson unlocked. And that's what I've got here. It's 30 days, this is where you're at. 20 days, this is where you're at. Obviously, if it's longer, you could go shorter, but if you want Coulson in 30 days, and if you want Coulson in 1 month, you need to spend 1.25 million per day. If you want them, in 20 days, 10 days earlier, you've got to spend 2.15. So, yeah, that just is like, what? So anyway, let's work on shifting towards the end of this video. What you doing up there? I need a lot more of you, but you know what? I don't have 25, 75 bucks a day every 2 days to drop on that, but pretty sure that math there probably works out to, I don't know, about $1 mil per day. Actually, that's just one of them now that I look at it. That's not even the right one. So there's that one. This is the one I wanted. This one. 3 purchases, so there you go. It's about $1 mil a day. Weird, huh? Weird how that just happens to work. Anyway, let's put a bow on it. So yeah, Coulson, gold, money, offers. You want them? It's gonna take a lot to get them. So look, tell me if that math's wrong, but I think it's right. I think my ultimate is that comment here is I don't think a lot of people are gonna unlock him. They're not gonna see this. They're not gonna know this. They're not gonna be spending that much gold a day. That's why I wanted to get this out. If you want to unlock them, make sure you can do that. I mean, I wasn't planning on really needing that much gold. I knew it'd need some, but I've got like I got 3.74 million in the coffers right now, but I also don't have a great shield team, so I'm not super worried about this. Do you have that much gold? Do you save that much? I don't know. So anyway, that's the video. Hope it helped. Hope it helps you plan. I'm going to try to get this up right away, and hopefully this is the first day that Coulson was here that you could see this, or the second day, so you can immediately start making up for some of this stuff. And as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hammer down the like button, click the notification bell, share with your friends, share with your alliance mates, etc., etc., etc. hope you have a fantabulous